Hi, welcome to another video. So, AMP has announced the free tier of their CLI coding agent, and it's a very interesting proposition. That's why I thought to talk about this. If you don't know about AMP, I covered it a while back. It's basically a CLI and VS Code extension by Sourcegraph that's very similar to how Klein, Claude Code, and other AI coding agents work. It wasn't free before. You had to pay for credits, which were basically similar to API costs, but it was locked into their platform. Apparently, a lot of people used it as well. They also didn't used to allow you to change models or anything like that. It was basically an opinionated AI coding agent that you just install, add credits, and roll with it. However, they've now introduced AMP Free. This has been talked about a lot on Twitter, and that's why I wanted to talk about it as well. By the way, you can follow me on Twitter too. My ID is AI Code King there. I'll start posting stuff there as well. So, if you're on Twitter, you can follow me there too. Anyway, now let's talk about this free mode. They say that AMP now has a new mode called Free. It's free of charge, supported by ads, and involves the sharing of training data. AMP Free is a unique combination of system prompts, tools, and a selection of top OSS and frontier models. Models have changed tremendously in the last 6 months. Many are now great at being agents, and they're cheaper too. All this means AMP Free is now possible. Plenty of good tokens at a discount, a coding agent that knows how to use them, and the internet's best business model, advertisements. So, it's basically what it sounds like. You get an AI coding agent for free, and they use the data for training while showing you ads. This is being talked about a lot, because AMP is one of the major agents that has introduced ads in their AI interface. Most others haven't done that yet, but it's obviously inevitable, and almost all AI companies will end up doing that sooner or later. Now, the training data thing is something that a lot of tools already do. QuenCode does it, Gemini CLI does it, many already do. But this is the first time we're actually seeing advertisements in a coding agent. Now, these ads aren't as bad as what you'd see from something like Google. They're basically just short text snippets from specific sponsors related to dev tools. It's random and not something derived from your personal usage or profile. Now, the model they use for the free tier hasn't been disclosed, but in some threads, they mentioned that they use Grok Code Fast along with some other models, which is interesting because Grok Code Fast is already free on KiloCode without any limits, and they're showing ads for that model? I mean, it's interesting, but maybe it's some other model. So, we don't know for sure. Although, I've tested it, so I can tell you if it's worth it or not. But before we do that, let me tell you about today's sponsor, PhotoGenius AI. PhotoGenius AI is an all-in-one AI-powered creation suite that lets you type anything and get stunning visuals instantly. Now also the best place to use Google's Nano Banana for images and VO3 for videos, plus affordable 3D model generation. Inside the image playground, Nano Banana shines for fast, high-quality image generation, and you can add reference images and do edits right in the tool. You also get Flux, Stable Diffusion, Kandinsky, and more in one place. The Video Playground supports Google VO3 with and without reference images, and you can render in different styles without the usual complexity. Great for coders who want results, not knobs. For 3D, you can upload a PNG, think a Lego build or a simple robot, and get a printable model. Cheap, quick, and surprisingly clean for rapid prototyping. Pricing is among the best for VO3 and Nano Banana, and you still have access to about 10 other handy AI tools like avatars, background removal, logo, emoji, ads, and app icons in the Creative Tools suite. It starts at a low entry price, and you can take an additional 30% off with my coupon code KING30. Check PhotoGenius out through the link in the description and try it for yourself. Now, back to the video. Now, how does it work? Well, You install AMP either in your CLI or in VS Code. Then, you switch to the free mode, send a message, and it starts working. As you send it, you start to see a strip of ads that cycles through different sponsor messages and links you to them. It's not bad. It's nothing in your face, and it isn't too annoying. But how's the quality? Well, it's nothing extraordinary. It probably uses Grok Code Fast based on how fast it responds, which is usually the same speed I notice when using Grok Code Fast. It's really very fast. Also, since last time, their interfaces, both in the terminal and VS Code extension, have improved a lot. The interfaces are pretty good now. Anyway, if we talk about performance, it's not great. It's kind of fine, but nothing extraordinary. It basically just uses Grok Code Fast currently. I think being clear about what model is being used underneath would be better, because right now it just feels vague. Grok Code Fast is really good at Godot. It's almost like a fine-tuned model for Godot. It's amazing for that, but not as great for other things. So yeah, you'll have to use it accordingly. It doesn't really work well with things like movie tracker apps, Svelte, Vue, and stuff like that, which is pretty disappointing. I like the concept though. You get ads, you give training data, and in return you get tokens, which is great. But I mean, they're using Grok Code tokens, which isn't that great. KiloCode already gives that for free with no ads. So, why would I use this? It would be great if we got a good model like GPT-5 Codex, Sonnet, or something similar. But for a model like Grok Code Fast, that's already available everywhere for free. It's not worth it at all. I guess unless you control the distribution and serving of models, you can't really optimize your ads and per request costs. AMP's concept is great, but if it's taken up by model-serving companies themselves, like OpenAI, Anthropic, or Google, then it could actually be worth it. I mean, what's AMP really going to do with the data? Not much, unless they share it with other companies. So I think companies like OpenAI could use something like this to make money off users who want to use stuff for free, which is one of the main ways big tech monetizes free users. And honestly, I'm fine with that, as long as it's not super aggressive. So yeah, it's a great concept, but AMP just hasn't made it worth it yet. Unless you get access to a better model, it's not worth it, especially when that model is already freely available almost everywhere. So yeah, this doesn't make much sense to me. I think most probably you won't see ads being adopted widely, because most companies care more about collecting data to train their models. That data helps them improve models using accepted and rejected diffs, and then they monetize through enterprise and paying users. Third-party companies like AMP, who don't own model infrastructure, might try this. But honestly, I don't think it'll be very successful, because model costs are so high that ads alone can't cover it. Inline and banner ads used to work in blogs because they were cheap to host and run, but models are expensive. Running them costs a lot, and it's really hard to monetize them through ads right now, unless you have a huge user base, which most of these tools don't. That's pretty much all about it. I've been seeing a lot of talk about this on Twitter, and that's why I wanted to share my thoughts on it. Also, follow me on Twitter. Just search for my handle, AI Code King, and you'll find me there. I'll start posting updates and stuff there too. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, share your thoughts below and subscribe to the channel. You can also donate via Super Thanks option or join the channel as well and get some perks. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.